All right, the Big Machine says we are live with you on Twitter, and we welcome in our YouTube channel audience tonight. Time to bring in the Facebook Live folks. They get a nifty little countdown, a little 3, 2, 1 on that deal. And there they are, our Facebook Live friends hanging out with us this evening on a Monday. A lot of stuff to get to tonight. We're looking forward to visiting with you guys. You know what to do. The early arrivals, it's pretty easy. You let us know the audio is good, video is good. Give us thumbs up. You can hit us up in the say something box. That's easy to do right there as well when you're on Facebook. Now, this is where we've got to tell the people that are watching and hanging out with us tonight on the YouTube channel. We use multi-platform streaming, so please use the text line when you comment in on the broadcast tonight so we can get your comments. It's just like the radio show. 806-772-0197 says it right there on your screen if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Twitter. Craig with us, Damon with us. Craig is right. The talking box is on. Hi there, Carolyn. Glad you're watching. Product placement here. Hold on. The marketing department is going to kill me. I am screwing this up so bad. It's not that hard to do. Damon gets the second talking box is on reference of the day. So, yeah. And then the next thing you do, and we appreciate the heck out of this, you can invite people in. Let them know what we're doing. A lot of different ways now that you can access the daily broadcast. YouTube, Twitter Live, Facebook Live. Here we're big in France. It's always good to know. If you're going to be big somewhere, you want to be big in France. All right, let's get this thing going, shall we? In 3. Good evening, West Texans, all you good, fine, friendly folks out there who wish you were. I'm Ryan Hyatt. Raiderland.com is the website. Start your day there. We have the question of the day waiting for you. We have our original columns, content, not just me. George, our American badass, right? He's got a new one in the chamber. Probably roll that out tomorrow for you. But yeah, if you missed 5 things we know on a Sunday, it's waiting for you there at theraiderland.com. Every day you can start your day with us with the question of the day. Coming from the Arctic Air Studios tonight. Hopefully your air is Arctic. If it is not, you need to call the bear. Have them on speed dial because you never know. And then you're not fumbling around going to callthebear.com. No. Just have Arctic Air ready to go. They helped me out last week. We had a little lightning strike that nuked us for a couple of days. Didn't take them long to get us up and running. We thank everybody at the Bear. Also brought to you tonight by Domino's Pizza, little Domino's.com action. Get the app. A lot of different ways to save with Domino's Pizza. And, of course, our realtor in Raiderland, Kyle Rogers, if you're buying or selling, check out his Facebook page. Check out his web page. A lot of new listings. Keep up to date. And if you're looking for somebody to sell your house, because let's be honest, you don't know what the hell you're doing. Kyle Rogers knows the market. He can get you a good price. Like the shirt, Food City, 197 Mile outside the West Loop, the official clothier, Western Wear Apparel, right here in Raiderland. I like this one today. It's kind of all the cool kids are wearing. What's all the hooey about? Check it out. Boot City. All right, let's get going tonight. You guys know how the helmet stickers work. There are many helmet stickers. There's only one Raiderland helmet sticker. It is special. It is unique. And it goes to anyone and everyone deserving of a little recognition in your world for being awesome, sports or otherwise. So who are you going to give your helmet stickers to this week? It looks like a black bandana. I could wear a black bandana. Red bandana. Tied around her auburn hair. First reference of the day. We'll see who gets that one. So yeah, who gets some helmet stickers today? As I said, it could be sports or non-sports. We've got Bob Huggins drunk on power. We got Pat Fitzgerald fired Northwestern. That escalated quickly from a news dump last Friday to, oh, hell, we got to fire this guy, don't we? And we got some thoughts on that. And they're all kind of intertwined with Bob Huggins and Pat Fitzgerald. One guy you thought you knew, and apparently maybe you didn't. One guy you knew, and the reason why he is clinging to power today is because nobody ever tells him no. Just like probably for the last 30 years at Northwestern, nobody ever told favorite son, Pat Fitzgerald, no. And we ask you today, are you buying or selling the Texas Rangers here at the All-Star break? What do you think happens from here? I'm going to give them my first helmet sticker. You guys start texting in. If you're on Facebook, you can just, use the normal say something box. If you are on Twitter, if you're watching on YouTube, we want you to use the text line, 806-772-0197. Easy to use. Get your questions, comments in, just like the radio show. It's 806-772-0197. 0097 on the text line. The Rangers get my first helmet sticker for the joy that they provided us the first half of the summer, giving us more Rangers at an all-star game than ever before, giving us a nice run up until the last few weeks, making an effort, truly making an effort to be a good baseball team. And then we know what's going to happen next, right? It's slowly going to ebb away. They're not quite ready yet. They're not quite there yet. But that's okay because they got us to football. Big 12 Media Days this week. They're in the Metroplex. Practice starting coming up the end of the month. April 3rd is the report date. And the Texas Tech Media Day. Rangers, we thank you. Much like in Apollo 13, Aquarius, we bid you farewell. Now, I give them a helmet sticker today with a caveat. Don't screw it up. You're not ready yet. Don't trade away too much. You picked up Chapman, that's fine. But the needs are too gaping right now, I think, to do anything more than what you're doing this year. If you can do something on the cheap, that's fine. But don't be giving away the farm system. Don't be trading away some key pieces down there. Don't give away anything right now. You didn't have to give up much to get Chapman. Don't do anything from here. Okay? We thank you. We'll get ready for next year. And next year, you go balls to the wall and you do whatever you got to do to win. You can get in on the text line if you're watching on Twitter Live, if you're watching on Facebook. You want to talk Big 12, you want to talk anything and everything, you want to give us your helmet stickers, you do that. 806-772-0197. We'll get your comments as well. Everybody watching on Facebook, they talk about this being the slow time. It is not the slow time. There is no slow time in Raiderland. Craig, traditionally the Rangers do great up until the All-Star break and the season and games out of first in the AL West. And there's a lot of different reasons for that. Now, in the past, it was because they would say partly due to the wilting heat of Arlington Stadium and then the ballpark in Arlington. They don't have that excuse. The excuse they have this year, they're just not quite there. They're just not that talented. That you give Bruce Bochy, you give this team a lot of credit for doing what they did. And they did it without DeGrom. Evaldi, elevated, did more than anyone. He will go back to the mean. This team with runners in scoring position has been lights out. That will go back to the mean. It will regress in the second half. The Astros will elevate, sadly. Bang on a trash can, make it happen. Text line open for you if you want to get your comments in. Raiderland helmet stickers, who deserves a little recognition, sports or otherwise. We'll detail Bob Huggins, our thoughts on that. Pat Fitzgerald fired. Anything else that may be on your mind. 806-772-0197 for you to text in today and every day. And we're welcoming in the people on the YouTube channel. Hopefully they're getting a good dose of this. First time we've gone with all three live at the same time. So now you have multiple options also to watch the replay here in the Arctic Air Studios. Helmet sticker to the crossbar in the Canada versus USA soccer match. Way to go, crossbar. Way to go, crossbar. I didn't watch it. We won. Yay. We beat Canada. Okay. Good. Yay. Helmet sticker. Hey, Deborah, glad you're watching. Damon, has Huggins lost his mind? No, but let's get helmet stickers to his lawyers who are putting up a hell of a fight. The old, it was my wife's email account that fired my surrender and resignation email to the University of West Virginia that everybody saw and everybody thought I was resigning because I got popped again for DUI. And I thought I was in Ohio when I wasn't. And no, that wasn't really me. I mean, you can't hold me accountable for what I may have done completely hungover and perhaps drunk. Oh, no. No, you can't do that. That wasn't really me. I didn't really quit. Yeah. Pat Fitzgerald needs to call Bob Huggins' lawyer stuff. I mean, like right now. Get that done. Why? Bob Huggins is drunk. He's drunk on power. And he's drunk on power because West Virginia gave him that power. They ceded that power to him routinely over the years. Remember, West Virginia was in a way his second chance, his third chance. Maybe K-State if you want to look at it that way. Shout out Power Cat. Wasn't like this was the first time he'd had problems with that. Dude, you're making millions of dollars a year. If I'm making Bob Huggins money and you see me behind the wheel of a vehicle, you know that I am in the mountains. I'm driving around on Jeep trails, hanging out by myself. You make that kind of money and you're Bob Huggins, but that's beside the point. Nobody ever tells these people no. Bob Huggins is doing what he's doing today because there's nobody around him, and that includes his family. And we talk about the cocoon effect. Politicians, coaches, rich people, they surround themselves with yes men for the most part, and nobody ever tells them the emperor has no clothes on. You may see people like that in your own life, in your own business. If you work for somebody like that, nobody has the guts to tell the boss ever no. So the boss does what the boss does. Bob Huggins is doing what he's doing today because West Virginia, the administration has told him you can. Because when have they ever told him no? They didn't tell him no back in May after his comments on the Cincinnati radio station that were moderately patently offensive to just about everybody. If not offensive, at least it rises to the level of, dude, you know you can't say that in 2023. You may say that around your friends, you may say that around your family, but you don't go on a radio station when you're a college basketball head coach making millions of dollars a year and get away with saying that, except you do if you're Bob Huggins, because what? Nobody tells you no. So we get where we are today. Nobody around Bob Huggins is telling him, hey, dude, you probably should just shut the hell up and not do this. You're hurting your legacy. You're hurting the school that you say you love. You're hurting the basketball program that everybody's already left. You are absolutely stabbing in the back a guy who was your assistant for 17 years and stood beside you. Nobody's telling him no, are they? Oh, he's releasing statements. He's saying he's still the head coach. I mean, this is high-level stuff. Beautiful to watch. And it gives us what we get also there in Evanston, Illinois, with Pat Fitzgerald, who is the, quote, favorite son of Northwestern University. He was their all-star linebacker. When Zach Thomas was ruling the land of Lubbock, Texas, that's who Pat Fitzgerald was at Northwestern, except he was elevating them from the depths of football depravity. He doesn't have to be terminated with cause now, James. He terminated himself. He quit. He quit. They don't have to fire him. I mean, they can do whatever they want to, really, for the most part. They tried to do it nicely. Now, as we learned in Roadhouse, be nice until it's time to not be nice. I don't think they're going to be nice anymore. And Huggins doesn't realize that the people turned on him. The West Virginia fan base turned on him. They took all they could take. And we go back to Northwestern and Pat Fitzgerald. And this is a guy who probably his entire career and his entire time has been treated like a god at Northwestern. He's going to have a hard time understanding why he's getting fired. The details of the hazing are coming out, allegedly. Let me tell you this about coaches. They know exactly everything until they don't want to know something. I've watched this up close and personal for 30 plus years in my line of work. Coaches know everything about a player, who they're dating, who they're not dating. Are they going to class? Are they not going to class? Who are they hanging around with? Who are they living with? What's going on in the locker room? Somebody said what? Coaches know everything until they don't want to know. So Pat Fitzgerald has two defenses here. Knew it, lied about it, covered it up, or didn't want to know about it. Just too stupid to not know that coaches are the biggest control freaks I've ever been around. And it didn't matter whether they were making $50,000 a year or $5 million a year. Coaches by nature are control freaks. Why? That's who they are. They try to control every aspect of everything that they can control within their program. You know, the whole thing about you control what you can control. Well, they control people. They manipulate people. They demand information. They have coaches on their staff. They have assistants on their staff. Their one thing is to report back anything and everything about their program. So when I see these, well, he didn't know, or a coach didn't know, forgive me if I don't buy it. Because these coaches, again, know everything until they don't want to know anything. So you can try to give me your plausible deniability, but then I come back and say, okay, So you know all these things about your program, but you're too stupid to know this. Well, then you have to resign or be fired because you're apparently too stupid to be our head coach. You can join us on the text line. If you are on Twitter Live, if you are on the YouTube channel, I can't see your comments in real time. I love the fact that you're there, but we use a third-party streaming apparatus. I guess it's an apparatus. That would be like multiple apparatuses, I guess. So we just use one multi-party, but you got to go through the text line for me to see it. 806-772-0197. All right. You guys pretty much know what I'm thinking. Rangers, I'm selling, but I'm selling not with a heavy heart, but with a Raiderland helmet sticker. Who gets your Raiderland helmet sticker this week? Are you buying or selling the Rangers? Why or why not? Do you think they can keep this thing going? Peyton says, I think the Rangers will be buyers at the trade deadline. Are you buying that, though, Peyton? Are you buying it? Yeah, I think they're going to try to make some trade. I think they're going to try to improve, and I don't want them to. I don't want them to do anything. You've done enough. You've given me enough. You're not going to be good enough. I don't see any blockbuster deal out there that I would be willing to move high-level prospects for to get me there this year. Don't worry about it this year. Thank you. Continue to get better. Get Josh Young Rookie of the Year and get ready for 2024. We're all there in 2024. Your thoughts on Bob Huggins, your thoughts on what's going on at Northwestern. Rangers, do you think they get it done from here? What do you think happens? Are you buying the Rangers or are you selling the Rangers right now? I'm selling the Rangers. Another Raiderland helmet sticker. And again, this could go out to anyone who deserves a little recognition in your world of sports or otherwise. Got to give one to my wife. Last night's supper, spicy shrimp tostadas with pineapple and a lovely corn-based salad that we just mixed it all together, threw it on the tostada, off you go. She takes what like the Pioneer Woman does, Ree Drummond, and then jacks it up a couple of notches. Has really good Herdez street taco sauce. You can get it in a little squeeze bottle. Highly recommend that. Cayenne pepper. What else? There was cumin. There was something else on that shrimp. By the time I got to the shrimp, hello. But she 100% gets a helmet sticker for the spicy shrimp tostadas with a pineapple. You got to get the little tahini, spice stuff to put it on the pineapple. Really good. Trace is watching. James, I'm in the same spot with the Cubs as you are with the Rangers. I understand. You got to come to an acceptance sometimes in a season, a long season of baseball, to say, you've given me all you can give me. Don't compromise the future. Thank you. Trace, Robbie Lawler, with a knockout in his last career fight, gets a helmet sticker. Was that on the UFC card this weekend? I'm assuming it was. Forgive me for not being completely UFC proficient. I only got so many hours in a day I can keep up with stuff. I ain't anti-UFC. A lot of my friends are huge into it. I love hearing them talk about it. I'll watch it. I just, I can't keep up with it. How old was the dude? He's like 50-something, 53. Robbie Lawler. Sounds like a wrestler. I'm thinking of Jim Lawler. Oh, well. You guys fire away your comments. Glad you're with us on a Monday. As I said, we refuse to accept that this is supposedly the downtime, the deadest part of the sports year. No, it is not. There's always stuff going on. Plenty of stuff going on. I'm intrigued by Big 12 Media Days this year. That'll get rolling Wednesday, I guess tomorrow. Tomorrow and Wednesday? Lost track of the days. Was thinking about going, ended up not going. Usually no news is generated, but where Brett Yormark is, news follows. And I have a feeling that when the Big 12 commissioners start speaking this week, that we're going to see some things come out that'll be conference realignment related, that will be Big 12 expansion related. He's going to get UConn one way or the other. I'm all for UConn and Gonzaga being basketball playing only. Certainly Gonzaga basketball playing only. I'll be on that bandwagon come Wednesday on Bandwagon Wednesday. UConn, if you could get on basketball only, would be fine. If you have to take them in all sports, okay. It gets a little more palatable because you can pair them up with West Virginia, Cincinnati. You got, what's the school way down there? UCF down in Florida. They're in the Big 12 now, right? We got one of the Florida schools. Yeah, so you got some schools in that part of the time zone now, that side of the country, where if you had to take UConn all sports, and maybe just maybe getting into the Big 12 would be enough to get UConn legitimately serious about competing in football. They don't have to be great. You just have to be good. And that might be enough to get them there. Under Randy Edsall Part 1, UConn showed signs of doing that. And maybe being involved in a legitimate conference that plays football and cares about it, that you could get kids in that part of the world to say, hey, we can actually go play in stadiums, go play in places where they care about football and it matters, and we'll be on TV. I mean, like real TV, not like Pac-12 TV, and have a chance to do some stuff. That would be fun. But Yormark's going to get his UConn, and he's going to get his Gonzaga, because he's going to get his break-off basketball TV contract, and it's going to be glorious. And the Big 12 is going to be a huge trendsetter, and other conferences are going to go, hold on. You're meaning that we can make more money by separating football and basketball than lumping it together? Yes, Virginia. Yes, Virginia Tech. It's not bandwagon Wednesday, but I'm on the bandwagon of watching Christmas movies in July. Now, you guys know me. I'm a sucker for a good Hallmark Christmas movie. Watched a few over the weekend. I watched, what was it? Friday night or Saturday night? Might have been Saturday night. I think it was Saturday night. I watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation start to finish for basically the first time in I don't know how long. I mean, like literally, because that's one of those that comes on, right? And you jump in, you watch a little while, and you go, oh, that's good. And, No, I mean, I like sit there and watch beginning to end. And you know why that's a great movie? Because it was July 8th, and it was funny as hell, and it didn't have to do anything with Christmas. I forget sometimes how much physical comedy was in that movie. Golly, it was good. Does Geno win in the Big 12? He'll win. He won't win like he's won. I don't think he's going to win like he's won. I don't think he's long for UConn women's basketball. I would not be surprised. He's getting surlier and surlier, and people are catching up to him. He won't allow himself to look bad. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't shut it down here pretty soon. Randy's watching. We got a few more minutes with you guys. If you're just joining us for the first time on Twitter Live or on the YouTube channel, use the text line to get your comments in, 806-772-0197. You can post your comments on Twitter and YouTube. I can't see them in real time. We can see the Facebook comments in real time. Thank you, Facebook Live people. By the way, are you guys sharing this, putting this out there, inviting people in? Are you going to theraiderland.com every day? Are you going to go there after the show tonight when I post the replay and share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, and other social media? Yes, you will. Are you going to go there in the morning? 2-word Tuesday. How that works, we give you a topic. You give us 2 words like a headline, and then you can give us more. At this time, I'm really not sure what the 2-word topic may be. Could be a lot of different things. But no, I watched all of Christmas Vacation, and it was just it just reminded me how freaking funny it was. Last night, got caught up, not caught up, but I am watching 1883, an origin story for Yellowstone. I didn't see it when it came out on Paramount Stream. Everybody kept telling me, Rob Rowe on the radio show, different people, although Rob, I wouldn't like beat me over the head with it. A lot of people were saying, hey, no, you really didn't get into Yellowstone. And I don't know that I will, but that you will like 1883. All right, I'm a busy man. I got stuff doing. Well, it started, about a month ago, 3 weeks ago. They started shotgunning them out on Sunday nights and hit the record. Watched a batch of them 2 weeks ago, got caught up. Okay, now I'm up to real time. We just had the, Freedom Has Fangs or something Fangs. And I'm a fan. It's really good. And I'm hoping that when I get to 1923, that's as good. I don't think I'll ever really get into modern day Yellowstone. That's not my deal. But so far, and I know pretty much what happens. in 1883, so there's not a whole lot of spoiler type stuff or anything on it. But it's well done. It's good. And I'll say this: if this is the last great thing that Sam Elliott does, not the last thing he does, but the last epic great thing that he does, it will stand the test of time, and it will be A-list, A-material Sam Elliott. He is as good in this so far as just about anything I've seen him in. He is bringing it strong and bringing it in a way that you got to be 75 years old to do it. You can't do it when you're 40. You can't do it when you're 50. You got to be 75 years old to bring a lot of what Sam Elliott is bringing to the character Shay. The writing on this, I think, is really good period writing. Like I said, I could get on Paramount and probably just stream it right now, but I'm enjoying watching it, kind of 1 week at a time. Give me something to look forward to. All right, you guys are the best. We got to shut it down. First off, with our friends on Twitter Live and on the YouTube channel. We appreciate them. Got to hit a little button here. Don't say anything. Ask me, do you want to end the broadcast? Not yet. We're in broadcast. Well, yeah, we got to end the broadcast.